The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Set, hut. Get you running. Get you running.
Go. Go.
Go.
50. Go. Over there, right? 52's the mic.
I'm going to run you over.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And, right away, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Throwing to start the drive. Rivera. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to throw. Rivera. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down now. Roberson, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. Bravo.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
On 3rd down, Rivera. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hey. Check, 55.
2nd and 11. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Check. You gonna take. You better take. You better take right there. Let's go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's go forward. Let's get off the field.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. James Washington, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the 1st score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
49, check 49, check 49. X3, 218, chopper. Get it ready.
2nd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Brooklyn 1st down.
Come on, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 9, check 9. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hurry, hurry.
They run the counter. Roberson. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give right side. Roberson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moody. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Keep playing.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Packers 14, beats 3.
Check that. 52 right here. We own them. We own them. Shit.
Go. Back. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Wide. Get wide. Set. Go.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Let's go now. Come on. Let's go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
Hey, watch set. Watch. Echo. Line 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rivera. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check 50. Check 50.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
2nd and 5. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Roberson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rivera. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might. Break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivera. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
And the Brooklyn 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Watch out. He's checking. Crash. Check 43.
They run the counter. Roberson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Now. 57. Mike, 57. Now.
On third down, Rivera. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Beats.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 15, 1, 59.
57's the mic. Watch the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch block. Watch your block. Block.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
To throw on second down, Rivera. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
25, check 25. Check 37, check 37.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. He's got room to run past the 20 and all the way out to the 35-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. Rivera. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw. Rivera. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, Sam off. We got double up, double up. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Roberson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare. Afternoon continues.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
34. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivera, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, echo. Ready, ready.
From the gun, Rivera. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Focus, defense, focus.
Come on. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
65, 65.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hard. Hey, high 7.
Right back to him on first down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Rivera looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw. Rivera. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Hey, exit.
On 4th down, Rivera. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 52.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Got it. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First down, Brooklyn.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 55, come on. Let's go one more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
First and 10.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll drop the throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
Mike 55, Mike 55. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike 55.
On first down, he'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hut, 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll try and run forward with Petty. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is third and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
3 ball.
On first down, Rivera. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivera. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Big stop, let's go. 9:55.
From the gun, Rivera. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
We always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid.
On the ready. Hey, Haywood.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Too little, cut. Nice 50 seconds.
On 1st and 10, Rivera. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Pete's.
Ready, 10 logo.
57. Hey, tight. Hatchet. Check.
Snap.
On 1st down, Roberson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 16-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Bravo. 57. Get it.
Looking to throw. Rivera. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Rivera. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Ed Oliver providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Rivera. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
57 the mic. Watch 57. You got it. 57 the mic.
Throwing again. Rivera. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw on 3rd down, Rivera. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
5. Look at me. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw on 2nd down, Rivera. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Looking to throw. Rivera toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
52. You got nothing to that. You got
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll run on first down. Roberson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check in. 61, matchbox light. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Slam.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivera. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Rivera, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet. Leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
52's the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, Mike 52.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there, 54. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on 1st down. Rivera. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. So don't say nothing. Shoot up, shoot up. Set, right
Check Mike 54.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Touchdown, Packers! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rivera. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go. Defense is good.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On 1st down, Roberson. And some room to work. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Rivera. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies crawl, boy, man.
Back to throw. Rivera. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, echo. Check 3. Check out.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
3 down, 3 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. But that's complete to Sanders. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Let's bring it.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. 5 yards on the pickup. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Set, go. 55.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for number 16, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
52's the mic. Here we go. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, boy.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rivera. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
Back to throw. Rivera. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Hey, exit. Check right, 34. Mike, 34.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivera. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ricky. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's counting the check.
Throwing again. Rivera. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Rivera. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
55 to Mike. Now watch run. Go. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Let's go, G. Let's go. Go ahead, baby. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go, go.
On first down, Rivera. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw, Rivera. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check back 34. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Roberson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Rivera. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
34's Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? I'm going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivera. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You draw quarters. 5. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Strip the ball. Strip that.
Ready?
To throw again. Rivera. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Lambeau. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
55, my God, 55. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mark 55, Mark 55.
From the gun, Rivera. And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 15. Steps away to his left. And he coughed it up. It's going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. On first down, Roberson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. To throw on second down, Rivera. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
To number 83. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Brooklyn.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Back to throw. Rivera. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 5-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Bridgestone, grab it.
2nd and 4. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Rivera. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Pushing his way through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop the throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted them, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Rivera. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Rivera. And he comes back with one complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. Roberson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
34. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Off play action. Rivera. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. M.J. Stewart, mainly known for his pass coverage, this time a sack.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Switch. Jumper.
Looking to throw. Rivera. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw, and he finds Penny. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 4.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, team 6, team 6. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
34's a Mike, 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check in, check in. Let's go, tackle, let's go.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Zoom, zoom. Let's go, D. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, there he goes.
Looking to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you. I got go.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Green Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.